Scrolling on Netflix, looking for an anime to watch, I came across this little number, Sword Gai animation, and this anime came out back in 2018. The story centers around these demons. What a shock. These demons are in these swords and they have a mind of their own. They possess the people who wield them, have them go on a killing spree. The main character named Guy, whose mother was possessed by a sword. I think she ends up killing somebody. Anyway, she was pregnant, ends up cutting Guy out of her belly. Don't know how she would do that. Guy is laying on the ground with a sword clutched in his little hands, his little baby hands. He's discovered by the swordsmith named Amon. He takes him in and raises him along with his daughter Sayaka. In this show, these people do like these rituals to like get the demons out of the swords, and it never seems to go well. Someone ends up getting possessed, and then that person ends up going on a killing spree. So they try to get rid of this demon, this Shiryu, from this sword that Guy was holding when he was a baby. It goes bad. Guy ends up getting his arm cut off by one of the swordsmith, and Amon is a swordsmith, and he wants to craft the perfect sword. You know, swordsmiths, tongue twister, have a passion about creating the perfect sword. So Amon decides to, in his own way, create the perfect sword by turning the sword into a metal arm for Guy. And Guy ends up using the sword. I mean, from what I've seen, he has a hard time controlling the demon that's inside of him, but eventually he's going to use that arm to help fight off his enemies and possibly save the world, I guess. I don't know. Now, I've seen the first 5 episodes of this show. I thought about watching half of the first season, but I couldn't do it. I figured I'd go ahead and make a video on this show now because there was a good chance that I was going to drop this show. So I figured I might as well just make a video before I do. And judging by the lack of enthusiasm in my voice, you can tell I'm not really happy. But then again, I always sound less enthusiastic. This show sucks. There is an organization called the Show He Die. I think the S is silent. That goes around tries to catch these weapons and puts them away to keep them from harming people. In the beginning, this guy named Takuma Miura, who is a former administrator of the Shoshidai, ends up getting possessed by a sword. The sword is named Zolt's Gwyn, who was the protagonist. The demon was created by these villagers. They were being attacked by these bandits, and they started praying to the gods, and the gods wasn't answering their holy phone or phones, that they were busy. So they prayed to this demon. The demon saved them. The villagers were like, hell yeah, we're saved. And Zol Getswin looked at them and felt a little awkward because, yeah, I'm a demon, I'm evil, and the creators of this show, it wants me to kill you, and I'm trying to make it to season 2, so this is my big break here, okay? The characters are forgettable. One character is super annoying, and that character is Sayaka. She is one of those female antagonists that just doesn't take a hint. Maybe she does take the hint, but she doesn't want to acknowledge the hint. There was a scene, Guy is chopping wood, she shows up and is like, hey, hang out with me. Guy says, no, leave me alone. Sayaka, you never want to do anything that I want to do. I'm taking this axe and stopping you from doing your job, and you won't get it back until you agree to hang out with me. Look, bitch, I said leave me alone. I get annoyed with characters like this. Characters that bother the protagonist. The other characters are forgettable. Have I not said that already? The fights in this show are boring and really half-assed, in my opinion. The first fight in this show is a sword clash. By the way, the people who are wielding these swords are transformed into a knight, and it looks like a CGI creation. The clash ends and the fight ends up lasting for like 2 minutes, maybe less than 2. This show gives me soap opera vibes, like a Demon Days of Our Lives show. My overall rating for this show is a 0 out of 10. So those are my thoughts on this show. Please like and subscribe and have a nice day.